Hey, what's up? Vanessa got stuck in the line for the ladies' room, so I'm out here filling up time before she could make it. So I'd like to take a moment here for a segment I like to call Meet the Actors. Why did you become an actor?
Comparisons on me, this is my way to leave the jam. Oh, my heart.
I don't really like actors.
Sorry I'm late.
Alrighty then. To recap.
Once upon a time, there was a princess who kissed a frog, who happened to betray a talking fish who was caught by a fisher girl, who wished for gold but instead was turned into a witch, who tried to eat two little children, one of whom made a deal with several supernatural entities, the devil and enchantress, and a weird little man for the firstborn child, and she was locked away in a tower, and there are no crap people.
Simple, right? Let's get back to our story.
You see, that girl had a mother.
Most girls do. It's a real problem. Remember, guys, if you're wondering who your wife is going to be, take a look at your girlfriend's mother, because that's who she's going to become.
Do you ever wonder why you're single?
Nah, I know why I'm single.
Anyways, once upon a time...
My standards are too high.
Once upon a time, there was a dwarf.
Actually, I prefer the little person.
In fact, two dwarfs.
Actually, I prefer dwarves.
And these dwarfs worked in the mines all day.
I've been working on the rail.
Mine!
Whistle while you work.
We can't use that song.
I do what I want.
No, it's like copyrighted. The mouse will sue us. So the dwarfs worked in the mines and they sang the little song until one day they came home to find.
What the heck is that thing?
She's huge. She's gonna eat me. Get her away from me.
You see, back then most people were cannibals, which would explain the witch from before. But the first dwarf, though, we will name Josie. Slappy wasn't afraid.
God, I like ladies. So, I couldn't help noticing you were in my bed.
Okay, stop. This is a children's story.
So I'm gonna chop you up and eat you!
Time out, time out.
Well, I'm just going what my character wants.
No, you do not get to eat Snow White. You're not the villain of the story.
Look, I've been doing some character work. Slappy's had a hard life. He's been discriminated against for being a dwarf. And he works beneath the surface of the earth. And in the mines, he's got this black lung. So, when this giant chick comes home and sleep in his bed, dinner time.
No, we're doing the story as written. Snow White leaves for the dwarfs, and she gets poisoned by an apple, and a prince comes and saves her.
Why don't we just let the dwarf rewrite the story?
I don't think so. I don't like the look of him.
Okay, I've got another one. I've been cursed by a witch, and now I have supernatural powers.
Besides, the originals are, like, how do you say that?
These are classics. Classics.
And now I can animate zombies. I've always wanted to animate zombies.
Classics, huh? Let me show you a classic. Here we go. Number 191, Lean Lisa.
Never heard of it.
Are we doing Snow
Oh,
White or Sleeping
she's
Beauty?
alive!
Why is it that I always have to cook and clean for the dwarfs? I mean, if I'm the princess, shouldn't they be cooking and cleaning for me?
Okay, we're doing a new one. Lean Lisa.
Never heard of it. Am I beautiful?
You're lean.
Ooh, skinny. I've always wanted to be skinny.
Have you ever tried ingesting tapeworms? They really clean you right out.
Okay, so Lean Lisa lay in bed with her husband, Long Lawrence.
Do I get to be Long Lawrence?
Yes.
Sweet.
Dear husband, I was thinking.
Try to sleep, woman.
I'm tired of being poor and hungry. Why don't we take the cow from the field and try to get her to have cows? And we could raise the cows and sell them and buy more animals and we wouldn't have to starve anymore.
Sounds like a lot of work.
You're lazy!
What? You're whining dog, woman!
And she died. The end.
Really, that's what it says.
Right here.
Wow, that story sucks.
Can I go back to being Sleeping Beauty now?
She's alive!
I thought you were supposed to be Snow White.
You really told the difference with Look White.
Okay, what I'm trying to say here is that these stories need a new angle, a new edge, a new way of putting them together.
Oh, I know. Why don't we get a big budget musical and tell the story from the perspective of the witch?
Why don't we just follow the dwarf's lead?
Fine. I guess you're going to do a better job than I am. It's not like I'm the narrator. Take my place. Whatever. No,
Sounds good.
I didn't really...
You're the new dwarf. And you're dwarf number 2. And I'm the new narrator.
Can I still be Snow White?
Wherever you want to be, honey. So once upon a time, there was a house full of dwarves. And these dwarves worked beneath the surface of the earth. It was revenge against the Upworlders.
Curse you, Upworlders!
So one day they came home to find a beautiful girl sleeping in their bed.
Hey, look. A giant hottie.
She's huge. She's gonna eat me. Run for it.
Hold on, dwarf number 2. I'm tired of running. And I'm tired of being a supporting actor. You see, this is my time. And I know for a fact that this giant hottie has been sleeping for 100 years.
That's the Sleeping Beauty story.
From my perspective, they all look the same. And the only way for her to wake up is to receive a kiss from her true love. Me.
So you're a little short and girly, you gave her true love.
Look, if I was a frog, she'd kiss me and she'd fall in love. So I'm a dwarf. Big deal. She's gonna learn to love me.
And with that...
I'm not comfortable with the whole kissing part.
Oh, you're fine. Make out with the woman in a coma.
This is like a Lifetime movie.
Can I just shake her hand or something?
Please, I don't think she brushed her teeth today.
I brushed my teeth today.
Well, something smells a little rank over here.
My bad. That was me. That beef is just tearing up my inside.
Can we get back to the story, please? You guys are ruining my magic.
Fine.
Ah!
It was love at first sight.
Oh, you're a dwarf.
Little person.
Yes, I am the mighty dwarf Slappy, and I have rescued you from the curse
I
that has
wasn't
taken
under
for
a
100 years.
curse. I was just
I am in
tired.
This is the part where you break into song.
I don't know the words.
Fine. Slow me down, Peter. I've been working on this for a while now.
There once was a girl who fell in love with a man about 4'2". He had a beard and a big red nose, but I loved him through and through. And I didn't care about facial hair, 'cause he had a heart that's true. So I gave up my kingdom to sweep and cook him stew. And I knew my place and I didn't talk back, because that's what good wives do. So I cooked dinner and cleaned the house and left the thinking to you. I don't want to sing this anymore.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. I really like your voice. It had this sort of desperate quality to it.
The next verse says that I fetch him slippers and don't mind when he gets drunk.
The perfect marriage.
This is disgusting! I'm a modern woman.
You're not going to have it happily ever after, then.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell the story my way.
Oh, come on. Everybody's doing it.
Are y'all gonna need me anytime soon?
Yes, and we are starting over right now. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl. Fine, you can be Snow White this time.
Really? I've always wanted to be Snow White. I remember my 5th birthday party, it was a dress-up party, where all my friends dressed up as Boba Fett and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and that weird thing from the McDonald's commercials. But I was Snow White, my pretty little dress, my tiara, and my wig, and that was the happiest day of my life. Until my mother told me I was a boy. But then again, she's the one that's been dressing me up like that since I
And
was
moving
8.
on.
And she was the most beautiful girl in the entire kingdom.
I am the prettiest.
But her stepmother was jealous.
Snow White,
Stepmother,
is that a zit I see on your face?
you'd like that, wouldn't you?
I do believe you're putting on weight.
Not on this body, sister. My tights are curved and streamlined like a racing yacht made by a Colombian drug dealer.
I think you might need to squeeze your eyebrows. They're looking puffed.
My eyebrows are sculpted like a block of clay in the hands of a blind god sculpting eyebrows. Who writes this stuff?
Just go with it. So her stepmother went and gazed into her magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror, on the wall. Who's the spirit? Sits them up.
Certainly not you. It's a good idea. We should try that.
Meanwhile, Snow White had other plans.
Mirror, mirror, hanging on black hooks. Why must I be judged by my looks?
Fashion magazines.
Why? But I'm so much more. I've got brains and martial arts skills. I'm even planning on going to the Seven Sisters after I graduate from high school. I'm planning on majoring on social psychology and women's studies.
I only respond to rhyming questions. Besides, those aren't real majors.
Okay. Mirror, mirror, hanging over there. How do I make the young people care?
Heard a music video with hot chicks.
That's not a very good idea.
And just then, it was her stepmother.
Stepmother,
Snow White,
Snow White,
stepmother.
look at me and know this spirit, Snow White. For I have a lot of money, have been through a lot of plastic surgery in Hollywood. My butt points north, my skin's as smooth as a lake after a storm. I've tucked, sucked, vacuumed, and erased every visible trace of life experience the past 27 years. And now I'm more beautiful than even.
Not quite.
Dang it! How about an apple as a peace offering?
When are you going to learn, stepmother, that we women shouldn't be judged by our surface beauty, but rather than the contents of our brains?
That's just stupid.
How about I take you out with my martial arts skills then?
Oh, it's on!
Hey, I was in the neighborhood looking for a girl to pull her wig out with. Whoa, chick,
And it was a glorious battle.
Go Snow White.
And
I thought we were doing Sleeping Beauty.
No, we're doing Snow White.
Take that, witch!
Ah! I'm burning! Actually, I'm bleeding.
That was so hot.
Like somebody else I know, Prince.
Whoa, you're very forward.
I'm a modern woman. Come on, let's go get married.
And just then...
Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
What'd you just call me?
Look, I'm living with a bunch of other dwarves.
That's enough. You ought to be one of my servants. Come with me.
And they all lived happily ever after and avoided traditional gender roles, and the 7 little dwarfs swept, cooked, and did everything that Snow White was supposed to do in the beginning. The end.
That was enlightening.
Thank you.
And they had a son, Walt, who grew up to be a very handsome young man. Like most teenagers, however, he was rebellious and didn't like to do chores, which would have been fine, but unfortunately for the royal family, they had forgotten about the witch.
Which witch?
The witch which Walt's wish.
What?
Watch.
Stop being a prince. I wish I was something else, like a frog.
Done.
Yeah, I'm a talking frog. This sucks.
Wait, I thought you got stabbed.
You only thought she got stabbed to death. In reality, she escaped by sending her soul 15 years into the future.
I'm not sure this makes a whole lot of sense.
Do you want to get through all these or not?
Why?
So Walt turned into the talking frog, moved to a nearby pond, and remained there until he was kissed by a princess. But the true secret origin here is of dwarf number 2. This is a little story I like to call the devil's grandmother.
The devil has a grandmother.
Everyone has a grandmother, and you need to call yours before she dies.
I have a phone call to make.
I thought she'd never leave. Okay. I'd like to bring out a very special moment here to recognize that very special old person in our lives. You know the one. And I want you to imagine how it must feel like to be old for a day. Tell us about it.
What? No.
I want you to imagine how it must feel like to have your body decay, your mind collapse. Tell us about it. This man is so old he can't even speak. You must be her caretaker. I pity you. This very special moment is brought to you by the Hallmark Channel. Can I have some warm, soft, fuzzy lighting, please? Maybe a soft, warm glow? Can you try that again, please? Okay, what's your problem? We're trying to have a very special moment here. You're ruining the special moment. What did you just call me? This is a family show, you walking pile of putrescence. You don't even know what putrescence means, do you? You know why you don't know? Because you went to public school and they don't teach vocab anymore. Where did you get that picture of my mom? Oh, you're dead.
And now, for a very special Hallmark Channel presentation, the devil's grandmother. Times were tough on the old farm. Now that your grandpa's dead, I guess I'll just have to plant here in this garden. Special, I've got there for a very special garden. A garden of love.
Grandmama, I heard about Grandpa. Could he use a hug?
Boy, could I. And so began a very special relationship between a grandmother and a granddaughter, who just happened to be the devil.
Grandmama, can I help you plant those seeds?
Sure you can, granddaughter. Just don't let me catch you using that black magic of yours.
Oh, Grandmama.
Say, are your horns getting bigger?
I'm growing up.
So you are. But the garden couldn't stay green forever.
What happens, Grandmama?
Do I know you?
What? I'm your granddaughter. The devil?
Now, where did I put my glasses?
I'm afraid your grandma has Alzheimer's.
What? No, it's not fair. It's not fair, Grandmama.
So they decided to go on one last road trip.
I've always wanted to see the Grand Canyon. We'll make it there, even though I can't legally drive.
Earthly laws never stopped you before.
You're right.
It would be the wackiest road trip of their lives. Did you just put Albuquerque to the ground by calling on the power of Hades?
Oh, Grandmama.
You don't see anything. But maybe, just maybe, they learned a little about the power of the human heart.
Our car ran out of gas. I'm using a human heart to power our car.
Who are you?
But the greatest lesson of all would be learned when they reached the Grand Canyon.
You know, granddaughter, your grandpa and I were simple people. We like simple things. We always wanted to visit the Grand Canyon, but there were chores to be done. Boy, he would have loved this view, though.
I could summon him from the dead and place his soul inside a coyote.
Wouldn't be the same. Which coyote?
But even very special Hallmark Channel presentations have sad endings.
She didn't make it.
Why, God, why?
Because you're the devil, and I do not like you.
I curse you in your kingdom.
Yeah, I know that. What are you going to do about it?
Your grandmother didn't have any insurance, so I'm gonna have to charge her medical bills to die, which amounts to about $23,000.
I curse you.
And he shrank and shrank and shrank until he became quite small. In fact, a dwarf.
Now go work in the mine with the rest of your kind. I'm gonna go to Disneyland to work there and wear one of those big elaborate costumes and walk around, but you won't know which one. So the next time you see Chip and they'll walk
And I'm back to
you.
prevent lawsuits.
Too late!
Is that really how the Brothers Grimm reported that story?
We took a few liberties. Fine. The real story is about two soldiers and the devil's grandmother feels sorry for them, blah, blah, blah. No one gets killed at the end. I just thought the title was funny.
Fine. Well, we're gonna have to fit that into our storyline.
No problem, because long before she was the devil's grandmother, she was a little girl
That's cute.
who liked to wear red clothes because she thought they were sexy.
As a little girl.
Oh,
Yeah, you need professional help.
Anyways, once upon a time, Little Red Cap.
Little Red Cap?
Yes, Little Red Cap.
Isn't it Little Red Riding Hood?
Okay. First of all, you're not hood just because you wear red, and not everyone who's in a gang wears red. And second of all, we're doing this as the book says, and you're Little Red Cap.
Fine! Jerk!
What?
I didn't
So, Little Red Cap.
Well, I'm off to my grandmother's house to bring her these sweets I made.
You see, Little Red Cap's grandmother was kind of a fat loser.
Oh, Little Red. Grandma needs some sweets. What? Who is Grandma sweet? I guess Grandma will have to starve to this. It'll be all your fault. If only you loved your grandma enough to bring us some sweets, I'd still be alive. I'm dead.
Boy, Grandma really knows how to turn on the gas. I guess I'm gonna have to go into the dark, scary woods alone. Although that doesn't sound like a very good idea.
The woods alone? You know what that means.
I'm frightened. What was that? What's going on? If only I knew what was going on. Wait! Make one more move and I'll give me your money!
But what? I don't have any money.
You see, Little Red was raised in the hood, which is where she gets her other name from. And it was a tough hood. A very tough hood.
You got dirt on my shoe!
No, I didn't.
You got dirt on my shoe, you
Can we all just get along?
You're not worth it.
Meanwhile, at grandmother's house.
Hello? Yes, no trouble, Edward. I'm there touring the doilies, please. And make the rates are free. Yes. Hello? There? Huh. Let me put the phone on. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Yes?
Hello, I'm here to talk to you about my religion. May I come in?
No!
Selling magazines to get myself out of the hood. You see, I've had a hard cupboard, and I did some things I'm not proud of. I'm trying to make it. I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll.
Wrong story.
Die! Come out! Come out!
decided to put on Grandma's clothes. And he lay in bed, waiting for Little Red.
That's right. You better keep on walking. If I catch you listening to me again, I'm gonna... She?
Grandma.
Please, come closer. I bought the sweets you ordered, low fat, just like you wanted. Say, you look a little weird.
Most people look weird. Please, come closer.
Don't go in there.
Don't go in there.
Why is there blood all over the floor?
Grandma had accidents with a chainsaw. Please, come closer.
Don't go in there.
Why does your voice sound all weird?
Grandma's been smoking cigars all morning.
Why do you have a big wolf-like snout and jagged sharp teeth and beady red eyes? Why am I so stupid that I can't figure this out?
I'm gonna eat you with.
Don't hate her.
Grandma was a little stringy though. I only had a house full of candy to fill her up with first. Uh-oh.
And there happened to be a woodcutter passing by.
What's the wolf? Palpable hits.
Well, let me slice open the stomach and what if I kill you? What is this?
What's up?
And they fell in love.
I'm 7.
7 years.
Boy, it was dark in there. Think I'll have my flashlight.
Oh, Grandma, you're so funny.
Come here, you little...
It's been 11 years.
It's been 6 years.
Oh.
And after legally mandated separation of time, they got married and had a daughter who married a demon.
I don't like that demon.
She's going through something in his face.
And after he left chasing after a one-legged dancing girl, their daughter had a daughter, the devil. And that's how she became the devil's grandmother.
The devil's a shout.
Hush your mouth.
And Little Red lived a very long life until she got the Alzheimer's.
That was a shame.
Yeah.
So to recap, once upon a time there was a little girl from the hood who got eaten by a wolf and married a woodcutter who had a daughter who married a demon who gave birth to the devil who cursed the doctor into becoming a dwarf. Who met up with another dwarf who rescued a girl from a witch who married a prince who had a son who was cursed by the same witch into becoming a talking frog, who was friends with a talking fish who was caught by the fish girl who became a different witch, who was killed trying to eat 2 children, one of whom grew up to marry a prince, and had a daughter who grew up to make a series of unfortunate deals with a trio of supernatural beings, who had another daughter, Rapunzel, who was taken away by an enchantress and locked away into a high tower until being rescued by a prince. And there were no crap people!
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I gotta say, we really haven't covered all the ones that are in this book.
We've done the important ones.
Yeah. What?
Aren't you forgetting something?
I don't think so.
I mean, we've done all the famous ones. There's like a whole bunch here about foxes, but no one wants to hear about those.
I hate foxes.
Then there's a bunch about all these random giants and peasants trying to cheat the devil out of things. Oh.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
Thank you.
There was a little orphan girl.
I'm orphaned. I'm sad.
Can
sad I am. Hold on.
What is it?
Okay, so there was this bad beef thing. And the catering is bad.
I had the beef.
Okay, so everyone's throwing up back there. Excuse me. We don't have enough actors left to do this one.
What? Well, I guess we can skip it then.
Oh no, we are not skipping it.
How many actors do we have left?
Me. Now you listen here, you little breejack from Nickelodeon. This is my chance to be a star, you guys. We're going to tell my story, and I'm going to get the full-length feature film out of it, and you are going to make me look good. You got it? Okay, I'm just... Got it? Or I will tear out your tiny little heart and use it as a chew toy for my half-Doberman and Chihuahua mix. Now you got it? Now, thank you. Oh, how sad I am. Life so sad.
Okay, so So her mother died and her
Oh,
father...
Mother? Where are you, Mother? Are you dead?
But the woman he married was beautiful of face and black at
Mother
heart.
of mine is such a witch.
She's not actually a witch.
Why, Mother? Why must I clean the house? Why must I sleep near the fireplace for warmth? Why, Mother? Why?
Probably because she was a...
Oh, I'm sad! I shall spread these cinders upon myself to keep me warm. Ah, they're hot.
So they called her Cinderella. Now, Cinderella's wicked stepmother had 2 stepdaughters, both equally beautiful.
I think you got that part wrong. I'm the pretty one. They're hideous.
Says here they're beautiful too.
I think I know my own story, thank you. Oh, they're so mean to me. Oh, so mean. My tears, so many tears shall wash these dusty flagstones. Look what the cat dragged in.
That next smell in here is just her.
Mean. Oh, Cinderella, you're going to help us get ready for the ball. What ball? Shut up.
Oh, I love it when you're mean to her.
Really? Anywho, the ball's being thrown for Prince Charming.
He's so charming. I just want to grab his little tight wearing bottom and squeeze until his guards spray me with pepper spray.
It's a little weird, Giselle.
I just want to bite him.
Stop that. Can I come? Of course you can. Not come. Balls are for people who bathe. But
We do have a special treat for you.
you're going to help us get ready for the ball. You're going to make us pretty.
Make me prettier than her. I need Prince Charming. I need him.
Well, I suppose. I'm going to need a lot of makeup.
So being the good girl that she was,
Oh, I'm so good.
she helped dress both her sisters for the ball.
I'm so hot.
I'm gorgeous.
Oh, life is so unfair. The room is spinning. Why am I just a servant, a slave, lower than dust, lower than the worms that crawl beneath the dust? Oh, so low. I shall cry myself to sleep as I do every night.
I think she thinks the Oscar committee's watching. Just then, her wicked stepmother entered.
Ah. Cinderella, what brings you trouble?
Life! Life and the misery that entails it. Oh, if only my mother were alive. My poor, dear, dead mother. She would take me to the ball.
Oh, Cinderella, come. Sit on your stepmother's lap.
That's weird.
Get over it. Boy, you have been hitting the pot roast. You think that sleeping on the hearth and only eating dust would make you skinny.
I'm big bone.
You're right. Now, you would like to come with us to the ball. Before you answer, think. All those people staring at you, hating you on sight. It's probably a nightmare. You're lucky you get to stay home and clean for us. Now, let's say that you do meet Prince Charming. Things are going well. Then he realizes your breath stinks because you haven't been flossing for 7 years. He faints. The whole kingdom is in jeopardy.
Just then, one of Cinderella's wicked stepsisters, Giselle, entered.
Where's Giselle's hair? Mother, we really have to be going.
Very long, dear. Go.
I'll do that.
And from the other side of the room, her other wicked stepsister entered.
Mother, we really have to be going.
You do that, witch.
What did you just call me?
You heard me, witch.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Girls, you're both very pretty. Now, you're both going to the ball, and you need to leave right away without saying another word.
And so... they left.
Cinderella, I am a fair wicked stepmother, so I shall take this plate of lentils and toss them in the fireplace. If you can pick them all out, you may accompany us to the ball.
So she tossed a dish of lentils into the fireplace like she said she was going to do.
What are lentils?
They go in soup, and they're difficult to take out of fireplaces, apparently.
Oh, the humanity! Why, God? Why must I be punished?
Are
mean, it's just a couple of Legos.
I will never go! Never! Oh, what's that? Could it be my fairy?
It was a swarm of birds.
Question. Do I have to play each individual bird? Can be a collective, you know?
I guess you can be a collective group of birds.
You have no idea how much that means to me.
Tweet, tweet, tweet! Bird, how beautiful. How my feathers fly. Take the lemons on the fireplace. Peck, 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 peck. Now fly, fly to freedom. Tweet, tweet.
No, Cinderella. We're off to the ball.
My wicked stepmother, I picked all the nettles out the fireplace.
Really? Well, ain't that a kick in the pants?
So, will I be accompanying you to the ball? Oh, how I love balls.
Right. You're not good enough for balls. Besides, you have nothing to wear. You look pretty stupid carting around your ugly lugging those rags all night. Very well, ought to be going.
Ha ha. That's for you. Why must life be so cool? It's only my fairy.
It was another swarm of birds carrying a dress.
Tweet, 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 tweet,
Oh,
tweet, tweet, tweet.
thank you,
From a bird.
What a beautiful dress. Now, who will do my hair? Oh, I know. My fairy godmother.
No?
Isn't she supposed to come in, do her whole little magic thing now?
There's no fairy godmother. We're going by the original. Just a lot of birds.
Tweet, shut up. There's no fairy godmother in here.
I was about 11 when I figured I didn't have a fairy godmother.
How am I supposed to do this without a fairy godmother? Who will change my pumpkin to a coach?
You walk there.
What? This is retarded. I'm Cinderella. I have a fairy godmother and a pumpkin coach and mice coachman. So now you're going to tell me there's no mice coachman either, huh? Next thing you know, there won't even be a glass slipper. There's no glass slipper. I don't even know how this story goes. Maybe I just get beheaded at the end. I get beheaded at the end.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't read to the end yet.
Oh, I quit. Hello? Yeah, this is Cindy. I don't know what they're doing anymore. They've got some book. There's no mice coachman. I don't know why there's no mice coachman. Listen, I want you to hurt them. Hurt them bad. I don't care how. I'm going home.
Well, guess somebody's not living happily ever after then, is she? Alrighty then, let's continue with our story.
We can't continue. There's no Cinderella.
Sure there is. Put the dress on, Isabella. So Cinderella had her dress, and she felt very pretty.
I feel so pretty. Thank you, birds. Sweet, sweet. Now I shall walk to the ball.
But the ball was guarded by a bouncer, a one-armed eye-patch-wearing Scottish pirate named Mac.
Arr, what you doing this here, bull? It's no Scottish, it's cat.
I'd like to come in, please.
Shortage!
And just then, her stepmother and wicked stepsisters arrived.
Oh my God.
Cinderella!
What are you doing here? You suck!
I have a dress, and I'm going to the ball because the birds brought it to me.
And the birds came down
Tweet, 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 tweet.
and pecked out Mac's other eye.
Outsmarts me!
I'm in. Wait.
It was a wonderful ball, a huge ball, and everyone started dancing. Unfortunately, the wicked stepmother only knew the cha-cha. One of the stepsisters was doing the waltz, and the other was crumping. And they managed to have a conversation, and it went a little like this. Do it.
You should go dance with the prince.
He's so charming. I'm going in first!
And just then,
His Royal Highness the Prince.
Hello there, having a nice time, are we? Blimey, who's that minx? She's gorgeous.
I'm Cinderella.
Righto there, love. Come on, give us a taste.
Oh, stop it, Prince.
You're embarrassing me. I'll be doing more than that later. Blimey, your skin's as soft as a baby's palm. Really? I'd like to roast you over an open pit till your skin's brown and tender like a chicken breast, I would.
I'd like that.
Why? Have you had any recent dental work done? You've got a great set of teeth, lady.
So do you.
Okay, I'm really weirded out by this girl. Maybe she should win the Oscar.
Oh, Prince, you danced so goodbye.
What is all this?
And they danced all night long.
What are these feelings? Could it be love? What would he say? Will you love me back?
Why do the good ones always talk to themselves?
And she ran home and gave her dress back to the swarm of birds.
Swarm of birds, where are you? Here, take this accursed dress. I shall never have the man I love. How could we born to such a low state? Question: wasn't I supposed to drop a shoe?
You drop your slipper on your third trip to the prince's balls. The birds keep bringing you more dresses. Everyone starts to dance, and finally the prince smears pitch on the palace steps, and your shoe sticks. Your golden shoe, by the way.
Golden shoe.
And the prince comes looking for the foot that fits the shoe.
Well, sounds more comfortable than that.
Can we skip to that part? I'm gonna die.
Why don't you put a little more effort into this, okay? A little of this, a little of that. The prince stops by looking for the foot that fits the shoe.
Any of you darlings lost a shoe?
I have lost.
I did.
That was me. Do you mind if I try this on in the bathroom? I'm shy.
Take all the time you like, love.
Excellent.
And of course her foot was too big, so she had to chop off her big toe.
Everything all right in there?
I'm fine. I love you.
Bang the mash, let's go get married off into me carriage.
It's so nice.
What's this? There's blood everywhere.
I popped a zit on my foot.
You cut off your toes, you did.
I never had toes.
Out with me carriage.
And so the prince returned to find Cinderella's other wicked stepsister.
Do you mind if I try this on in the bathroom where no one can see what I'm doing?
Sure, I'm not all that bright.
And of course the shoe didn't fit either, so she did the most sensible thing she could and chopped off her heel.
Ah! Son of a mother witch! Ow! Ah! Everything all right in there?
I'm fine. See?
Why, you're as pretty as a daisy. Let's go get married off into me carriage.
It's peachy.
As they were riding.
Say, you smell that? It smells like blood. I'm not all that observant either. Blimey, is that blood on your foot?
I, cut my foot shaving. I have hairy feet, like a hobbit.
You cut off your heels, you did, you daft wench.
But I did it for you.
Out with me, carriage!
And so the prince returned for a third time.
Now, I know several of the ladies in this here house have cut off different body parts to fit this here shoe. But you see, I'm not all that smart. But I make up for it by being persistent. It's what makes me ideal to run the government.
I will try the shoe.
It fits!
My love!
It is you!
And they lived happily ever after. As for the wicked stepsisters, the swarm of birds came down and pecked out both their eyes, just for fun.
However,
I don't think so.
however, that is not the end of the story.
It is the beginning.
Exactly.
I thought you had the beat.
Oh, we're all fine. We just wanted to see if she could do it.
That's not very nice.
What can you do? So we're running out of time, so it's time
For the lightning round recap.
It is?
Of course. Otherwise, no one would be able to follow the narrative. So what we are going to do today to close off our show is re-perform everything we've already done in 2 minutes. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Alrighty then. And go.
Cinderella got pregnant
Oh, heavens!
after she was married.
Don't
And
say.
her daughter was stolen and raped by a needy old grandmother.
I need you!
I have a terrible attitude because I was raised in the hood, but I was stepping in the sweets you ordered.
Ah! A gun!
What do you want?
Eat you!
Hello, Grandma? You looking over my stuff?
You don't honestly mean things about you. I'm gonna eat you!
Oh, dang it!
Here's something. Wait a minute.
Hey, whoa! Die! What's this?
You're hot. Let's have babies in 11 years.
Woohoo!
Oh no, our daughter married a demon.
It's your fault.
I won't know. Granddaughter!
You're losing your mind because you're old.
You're the devil.
I know.
You're sick.
Let's go to the grand.
You're dead.
I curse you.
Now a dwarf, I mean, little person.
I built our own dwarf village with five of our friends.
That's a great idea.
Little person, giant person. How would you cook and clean for us until you sit at night?
You're not going to impress me.
I'm hotter than you.
You know, I don't judge myself based on my looks, but I am still hotter than you.
Want to fight about it?
Yes.
I don't feel so much stronger than mine.
What's going on
I'm
here?
an emancipated princess, and I'm here to get what I want. You.
Hi. My name is Walt, and I know I haven't appeared much in this play yet, but I have this big dramatic monologue that's 3
I'm
pages.
rising from the dead and I'm cursing you.
Dang it! Now I'm opening wrong.
You have my ball.
I'll give it back to you in exchange for romantic favors.
That's it.
Curse him!
Okay.
Do it again. Goodbye, friends of the water.
Who needs you?
I've got you.
How about a wish?
A wish? Fine, I'll become a wish.
How about we eat that lady's house?
What are you doing instead?
How about I put you in the oven and you die?
I'm taking a running play. Oh, look, I'm having a daughter. I'm dying in childbirth. Darn it. Somehow I'm poor. A enchantress. And a weird guy and a devil.
Uncle Stillskin. Dang it! Ah!
Hey, you're hot. Let's get married.
I hate you all because I'm a team. Stop, because I already sold your soul to a devil enchantress and a weird guy.
Come along, Rapunzel. I have a nice tower for you.
Just send this one small contract and you shall take her home.
Fine.
Bye.
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 Have fun in this tower.
I like long hair.
I like you.
How dare you speak to anyone else?
I do what I want. Ah, my hair.
Grab him around! Oh, really? No grab people? See if I care.
Go live in the desert. I will.
Baby?
Die.
Bobby! Hello.
I love you.
I love you.
And they lived happily ever after.
And
I hope that contract I signed with the devil doesn't have any repercussions.
You'll find out.
the end.